Lots of people use Microsoft Excel to track information and to organize work. But if you're a Microsoft 365 user, why don't you check out an application called Microsoft Lists? It's a little bit like Excel, but it's packed full of more features and automation. And guess what? That's what today's video is all about. But before we start, a quick introduction as always. My name is Jonathan Edwards and my business is called Integral IT. We help businesses all over the world with their IT support and their cybersecurity. Now there's over 1 million businesses worldwide using Microsoft 365. But the biggest problem that I see is that so many businesses aren't using all of the features that are included with your Microsoft 365 subscription. One of these features is called Microsoft Lists. So what are Microsoft Lists? Well, according to Microsoft, lists are simple, smart and flexible, and they're used in order to track information and to organize all of your work. For me, Microsoft Lists are a bit of a middle ground between Microsoft Excel and some of those third-party applications on the market that are aimed at creating lists. Now, if we think about some of the biggest competitors in this space, companies like Asana or Monday.com, lists are such a big part of these applications, and Microsoft want their own offering. Plus for me, if your business can get all the things it needs within one subscription using one provider, happy days. So how practically could you use Microsoft Lists in your organization? Well, perhaps you're the member of a marketing team and you want something to track all of your content marketing. Microsoft Lists would be great for this. Or perhaps you work in the accounts department and you want to track all the overdue invoices and you want a system to manage credit control. Again, a Microsoft List would be very good for this. Or perhaps in your role, you need to keep track of some kind of inventory. Maybe you need to keep track of all the computers in your business or a fleet of cars. Well, you could use a Microsoft List for this. Or perhaps you want a way to manage sales opportunities across your sales department. Microsoft Lists, again, would be great. And that's the working example I'm going to use in my demo in a few moments. Now, I'm sure you can't wait to jump in and see Microsoft Lists, but just before we do, a quick word on licensing. Microsoft Lists is included with every Microsoft 365 business package. So even if you just buy Microsoft Business Basic, you still get lists. So without further ado, let's hop onto that computer behind me and I'll show you all about Microsoft Lists. There are a few different ways to access Microsoft Lists. The first way is through your Microsoft 365 portal. So you can see that I'm logged into my portal here. At the moment, I can't see Microsoft Lists. But if I go to the top left-hand corner onto the app launcher and click on there, then more of my applications appear. And the bottom right-hand corner, you can see Microsoft Lists. So I'll click on there and then Microsoft Lists will install. Now, the first time I ever did this on this computer, I got a pop-up here saying, do you want to install Microsoft Lists on your computer? And I selected yes. So I've also got Microsoft Lists in my taskbar here. And if I just click on there, then I've got a local application on the computer that is Microsoft Lists. So that's another option as well. Now, one of the more common and popular options that I see people accessing Microsoft Lists is through Microsoft Teams. So if I open Microsoft Teams here, so what you could do in your business is you could have different teams for different departments in your business. So you can see I've got a team here called Marketing. It's just a test team. So I could add Microsoft Lists to my marketing team. And to do that, I'd simply click on the plus button here. Now you can see Lists has appeared here, but if it didn't, I'd just do a little search for Lists. I'd click on there, and then I'd click on Save. And you can see that Microsoft Lists has added to that team where I can create a new list or I can add an existing list. But let's just go back to the Microsoft 365 portal and we'll look at lists through here. So this is the main list page, and you can see here I've got access to a couple of lists already. I've got one called Jonathan's List and one called Doolittle. So these are existing lists. Now with these, I can click on the three dots here and I can look at the settings, which I'm going to go through in a moment, Or I can do other things like remove from recent lists. I can share them. I can do little bits and bobs. Also, what I can do is I can favorite a list by clicking on that star there, and then that list will appear above in the favorites. So all this screen I think is fairly self-explanatory. Also, if I click on the drop down for recent lists, I can just minimize it to my lists. So you can see one disappears, and that's because the Doolittle list is not actually mine, it's someone else's. Okay. So how do I create a new list? Well, simply I click on new list. Now, as with most things with Microsoft, they always give you an easier way and a slightly harder way. And they've done that with Microsoft Lists. They've created some templates which you can use, or you can just get inspiration from, or you can create a new blank list. Let's just have a look at some of the templates to start with. If I just click on any of the templates, then another screen will appear. So I've clicked on Asset Manager. Now this will show you the Asset Manager list in detail. So you can have a photo of the device, asset tags, status, and you can just scroll along to see all the fields that are in Asset Manager. So if you wanted to track all the computers in your business or some vehicles, you could just opt to use this template, and that would give you a ready-made template, and you'd just be able to amend some of the columns at the top. Also, you could have an event itinerary. Again, you can get inspiration from that one. Or you could have something like an issue tracker. Again, you can get some inspiration. I'm not going to do that, so I'm going to cancel out of here. I'm going to click on New List, and I'm going to click on Blank List. Now, the first thing we have to do is give our list a name. So I'm going to call mine Sales Opportunities, because what we're going to do is we're going to track all the opportunities, all the sales opportunities in our business, okay? We can also give the list a description if we want to do. So I'm going to say tracking all of our sales ops. We can also give it a color. Now I'm going to give this a blue color because that's my favorite color. And we can just give it an icon so it looks nice. Let's have this target here. Once we've done that, we can save it to my list or some other groups. Okay, then we click on create. And then we have our list. Now, it looks a little blank at the moment. So where do we take it from here? So the first thing we need to do is we need to start adding some columns. And I'll do that just to give you an idea of the different types of columns that you can use in lists. Now, Microsoft have given us one already called title. Now, I don't want that in my list. So I can simply click on the drop down. I can go to column settings and I can rename this. Now, obviously, this is going to be a list for sales opportunities. So the first thing I want is company name, okay? Click on there and click Save. So I've got my first column there. The next one I want is the date that the opportunity came in. So I simply click on Add Column, and then it gives us the different types of columns that we can add. So we've got text, we've got choice, we've got date and times, we've got all these different options. Now, I'm going to try and use as many of these examples in this video as I can. So this column is going to be a date and time. I click on Next, and then a little pop-up comes out. So what do we want to name this? So I'm just going to name this Date, okay? And the description is what date the opportunity come in, okay? We can include the time, and we've got other options that we can include in this. I'm just going to click on Save. And then I'm going to add another column. So this is, again, it's just going to be a text box, okay? We're going to call this opportunity. And this is just going to be a description of the opportunity. I'll do it as fast as I can. We can click on Save. And then we're going to add another column. Now, this column is going to be a bit more detail about the opportunity. So rather than having text, we're going to have multiple lines of text, just so we can go into more detail. So the name of this column is going to be Detail. Okay, we've got multiple lines of text. And again, we've got more options if we want to choose those options. Click on Save. And the next column we want to add is the value, okay? How much is this opportunity worth? So how about on there we go to currency, okay? Click on Next. We'll just call this value. Again, we can use the format. We've got different decimal places. So I'm going to change that. I'm in the UK. So I'll click on there and we can click on Save. And the next one, what about which salesperson is going to work on this? Okay, so how about choosing a person? Click on next. We'll call this salesperson. We can show people's profile photos, which might be a nice idea. Again, we've got some more options if we want. Click on save. The next column is going to be a percentage. How likely do we think we are that we're going to win this opportunity? So again, this can be a number. Okay, click on next. I might just call this something like confidence. Okay, question mark. Now we've got the different icons we can use. So this is going to be a percentage for me. So I'm going to choose that one here, and then I'm going to click on save. And the next column is going to be called status. So for this one, I want a choice. So click on there. Now I can say, call this the status. We can put a description in, and then I can choose my choices here. So with this one, I'm going to call it new. With this one, I'm going to call it quoted. So we've sent the quote out. With this one, let's call it won. And then we'll add a choice for lost. Okay. So what is the status of this? And we can also change the color. So for quoted, I don't really want green. We might have pink for that one. And I think for won, we do want a nice green. That shows we've won it. And of course, for lost, we can leave that as red. Okay, we'll click on next. Now, this is starting to take shape now. So what I'm going to do now is start to add some data into my list. So there's a couple of ways you can do that. The first way is you can click on new. And when you click on new, this comes out. And it just shows us, look, all our fields that we've added there. So the first one I can call it is something like Harry Hunter Law. That is our customer. What is the date? Okay, so the date the opportunity came in, that came in last Monday. And what's the opportunity? Well, Harry Hunter Law wants a new computer. We can put some more details. Something like that. And what's the value? Well, we're selling our computer at £750. Now, who's working on this? Now, the good thing about this, when you're using Microsoft 365, it integrates with Azure Active Directory. So you just have to type someone's name in, and Simon is working on this. Now, how confident are we that Simon is going to win this? Well, knowing Simon's sales skills, I'm not so sure. So we're going to put this at 10%. What is the status? Well, Simon has quoted it. And then we can add any attachments as well. We can click on save. And you can see that all that information has gone into our list. Now, there's also another way that you can add information without clicking new. Maybe it's slightly easier. You can click on edit in grid view. Now, the grid will come up. So we can simply add a new item, and we can call this Adam and Accountants. Okay. Again, we can put a date in there. So click on the calendar. That came in there. What's this opportunity? Well, it's a new accounting package. The details we can add in there. Adam, we've added some information there. The value of this is 2,500. The salesperson is me, so put me in there. How likely are we? Well, I'm working on this one, so I'm pretty sure that's going to come in. Once we've finished, we can simply exit grid view, and that takes us back to our nice list. I'm now going to add some more sales opportunities into my list. So there we've got our sales opportunities now in Microsoft Lists. What the other things that you can do? Well, the first thing I want to talk about is certain formatting. So for this one here, we've got confidence. What we could do is we could go to column settings and we could format this column. Now we've got a couple of different options here. So the first one could be data bars. Okay, click on there to save it. That's just a nice visual. It just gives us some data bars showing how confident we are in certain sales opportunities. You can apply that to any column. Another handy feature, we might want to know the total value of all the opportunities we're working on. So we could head over to the value column, we could click on there, and we could go to totals, and we could click on sum. And it shows us the total amount of the opportunities is there at the bottom. So that's more like Microsoft Excel if you think about it like that. Now we could want every opportunity that Simon is working on just to stand out, just to be highlighted in red, because we want to keep an eye on him. He's not doing very well at the moment. He's quoted some things, he's lost some deals. So I just want Simon's opportunities to stand out. So I could go on to column settings and format this column, and I could use conditional formatting. So what I would do is add a rule. If this column, which is salesperson, is equal to, and if I type in Simon, then what I want to happen is I just want that column to be in red. So that means when I've got lots of opportunities in here, I can just scroll down and see all the opportunities that Simon is working on. So that's conditional formatting. So what are some more things that I can show you in Microsoft List? Well, let's go across the top. I can share this list if I want, and the common kind of OneDrive SharePoint share link will come up, and we can share that to different people within our organization, and we can add security on there. Now we can also add some automation, which is quite handy. So we click on the drop down and we go to rules and create a rule. Now I might want an email sending to me as soon as an opportunity is won. So how would that work? Well, someone would come into my list and they would change the status of this column to won. So I want to be notified of that. So I go to here, rules, and I create a rule. So when a common column value changes, so if I go into there, when a column, which is my status, moves to 1, send an email to my email address. And that would be a nice automation. So I could be sat home, I could be on holiday, and I get an email to say that we've won a sales opportunity. That would be great. So come out of there. One of the great things about Microsoft Lists is the integration with the Power Apps platform. So you've got Power Apps, Power Automate, Power BI. You can do so much with this. You can just do so much. If you just look at the creative flow, these are all additional automations. So you can have something like add an Outlook task for a selected item, post a message to Yammer. So much you can do with automation using lists and the Power Platform. So that's something else. And then just the final things, we've got different views. So we can go here, we can look at the compact list, we can look at a gallery format. There's lots of different things. So I hope this video has inspired you to use Microsoft Lists in your business. So I hope you found that video informative. Using Microsoft Lists, it's a blank canvas. You can really get your creative juices flowing and find out how you can track information and organize work in your business using Microsoft Lists. I look forward to seeing you again soon.